Fun fact, in my entire life, I've never been able to hold down a job for more than 2 years until I got my CDL. I've been a secretary, I work in banking, I've done mostly assistant secretarial work. Even when I was a stripper, I hardly went to the club. I've never been able to hold down any job in any office. I worked at a winery for more than 2 years until I got my CDL. And that's because having a CDL gives me the freedom to be outside of a closed office environment dealing one-on-one with people constantly. And I am a people person. I can be. I act very much like a people person when I'm in an environment that I need to give customer service. That's actually my specialty. But genuinely, I don't fit in most places. Someone said something to me. I was trying to help someone to get a job and just focus on taking baby steps. And in anger, that person said to me, you want me to be like you, like a slave, going to work every day, not doing what you really love and enjoy. And I said, you know what? That's most of the country and most of the world. The average working person is working because they have to pay their bills and because they don't want to live on the street and they want to eat food. The average working person is not doing what they love with their life. They're doing a job that they settled for to pay bills. The average person, not everyone, let's say specifically, I can't say that, in this country, most people, even people that's gotten a degree, I know people that went to college and got specialized degrees that are not working in their field. The average person, more people in this country than not, are working because they need a paycheck to have a roof over their head and to eat and feed themselves and or their families. So I have to come here and vent because what I want to say is, of course, I know that this system, this beast system, it belongs to the beast. The beasts designed it. And now it's come out. It's always been out, but now it's blatantly out in your face. The cat is out the bag. Some of us already knew, some of us has known for a long time. They said the painter knew this a long time ago, that those that run the beast system, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's not a, Kanye said it. Not all, but that particular concentrated group. Not all, because I've seen some of those people actually come out and condemn others. Every group, they call it racial group. Every group of human species. I know species is not the right word. Every sector of humans has their good and their bad. Some are born bad and some choose to be good. Some are born good and choose to be bad. This system is designed literally designed, made that way on purpose for us all to be slaves. If not outright slaves, like on the plantation, like a couple of decades ago, actual working slaves. Even people that are rich are slaves. Celebrities are slaves. Look at poor Britney Spears. I was watching something on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. They were talking about her. And she has to, well, she's rich, but she's a slave to the people that put her in the position that she's in. You got millions, girl, but you're still miserable, delusional, MK ultra, and mentally ill. And you get your ass up on that stage because even though you have millions, you support hundreds, maybe thousands. So go to work, dancing and singing, because she can't retire. until she's told she can retire, if she can retire. And she's just one example. We are all slaves to and in this system. So the response that I said to the person that, no, it says, no, I want you to be comfortable. And whatever success is in this life, I want you to have success. I want you to be happy. I want you to be able to pay to keep a roof over your head and to be able to eat when you want to eat. That's why I want you to get a regular job. Because unfortunately, decisions were made early on in life. Perfect example. And life goes by like that. I'm half a century. How? What did I do with all that time? Where did the time go? In retrospect, so I understand perfectly well that I'm a slave, I said. And if you go to work and you pay taxes, I'm not going to get into that on social media now right now. Enough people have pages about the Internal Revenue and the Fed, and there's enough pages out here that I'm following. People know what it is. I mean, you can always file exempt, or do it for 6 months. You can, there's ways to get around. You can side hustle, that's another whole vlog. But yes, you have to work if you want to eat. Whether you work as a prostitute, whether you work in the entertainment business, whether you work a job, whether you work a career, whatever you do, you have to do something to get money from the system. Because we're not on the barter system. That would be great, but we're not. The beast that put this system together has designed it for us to work until we die, and die hopefully of something that they can profit off of. If you want to have a roof, unless you're going to go live in the jungle somewhere, and even then, nothing is free. You go live in the jungle, there's consequences to that. You get eaten by an animal. We're humans. We are humans. We're not meant to live in the jungle or in caves or in, Alaska or whatever. We're meant to live in homes with electricity, running water, and food. Now you can work towards doing something else that makes you more happy or makes you happy or makes you content to get up and go earn that money. You can work towards that. But if you didn't start working towards that from when you were younger, and it doesn't mean college. Whether it's a craft, a trade, college is unless you're going for like a lawyer, a doctor, or something that requires college, I suggest no one go to college. Unless you're going for a specific reason. College for what? To earn $2 an hour more? Are you kidding? So if you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, or something that you must go to college and get a degree, don't waste your time going to college. I have a family member that went to college, SCAD, for a degree in Master of Photography. Woohoo. Now you have people with an iPhone that are making more money doing photography, and they didn't spend a day in college. Meanwhile, the person I know who has a master's in photography is not working full-time in his field, and he's in debt to the college. But he knows someone that didn't spend a day in college and didn't pay 1 ounce of tuition that is making a lot of money traveling the world doing the same thing he's doing that he went and spent $100,000 to get a degree for, or $200,000 to get a degree for. You see my point? Be a plumber. AI can't take that job. Be an electrician. AI can't take that job. Do something that makes you happy. I saw a lady driving a van the other day down the block, dog grooming service. I guess she was going to pick up someone's dog. There's another van I see by my job, dog walking service. Let me take your dog hiking every day while you're at work. I can't afford that right now. But the point is, they're doing something they love, and they turned it into a way to make income so that they can have a place to live and food to eat. So yes, we are all slaves. But are you going to be a house nigga or a field nigga? I'd rather be a house nigga.